Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 5 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with our 21-2022 Quebec Nordiques game. Jeff, we've been doing terrible, so we just destroyed our roster as best we could.
Well, not completely destroyed, but yeah, we're sitting, we had expected to contend this year. Instead, we're sitting one game below 500. I think it's 6 points out of a playoff spot with under 20 games to go. So it's not looking too promising, but we did manage to get a pile of, we're on the trading deadline right now. We got a big pile of draft picks.
One, two, 3, and a 4. We have nothing late, but we got lots of early stuff, which, you know, gives us a little bit of hope.
Yep, and particularly those first three first rounders.
Yeah, so our big moves were we got rid of our backup goalie, who was UC Saros, and I'm trying to look at, what do I want to go to? I want to go to transaction log. We got rid of UC Saros, and a third and a fifth to get a first and some guy who I don't remember much about. Got a second round pick. And gave up Calvin DeHaan the rights to Anton Wickstrom and a fifth and a sixth. And we traded... Oh, that's right. We did, a few days ago, got Alex Radulov and a first round pick for Tomas Hurdle in a third. And we picked up Hurdle by trading away Nick Ehlers, who had been kind of stymied on our roster.
And then we dumped Radulov because he was just a throw-in to make the deal work cap-wise for a sixth rounder.
Yep. So basically, we made our team, hopefully basically trying to survive till the end. Do we want to move Jake Gardner?
You got him on the trading block now. I mean, he's got a 3-year contract. It's not that bad of a deal. He's still 2.5 stars.
Let's see if anybody's looking for a defenseman. We can still trade, right? We're going to move past the trade deadline.
Yeah, we are. We've got Ryan Murray, who's on an expiring contract. So if we're not going to sign him, we may want to hang on to Gardner. But
Anaheim's looking at...
I think you've used up all the shop options.
Yeah, no,
for today.
Anaheim's looking for a left defenseman, though, so...
Worth a try, then? What have they got that's interesting to us?
Well, I'm still looking at draft picks, but I'm just looking to see if... should we try and move Ryan Murray, are you thinking, or should we try and move Gardner?
Was Murray going to sign for a reasonable amount? I can't remember.
Let's take a look at what
Or
he
did
wants.
we even ask him yet?
Ryan Murray. He wants 3.79 and a no move. Or no trade.
How many years?
High Gudu and High Tuca. 3 years.
I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking that's maybe a little too much. We might be able to find something better that fits us a little better.
Either guy is basically... I mean, that's basically a wash for money.
Yeah, and Murray's a little younger, so
Yeah.
see if you can get him to maybe drop the no trade clause.
Well, I'm going to try and move Jake Gardner here.
Yep.
Anaheim has 50 players under contract. All right. Well, let's see if they'll... I just asked for the first
I'm
round
just looking at their under contract guys right now. They've got quite a few guys younger guys with like 3.5 star potential.
Let's take a look. Well, you want Yul Levy back?
No, we should probably try and pick up a forward. Ryder Donovan, 21 years old, 1.5 star, 3.5 star potential. We got him scouted to a B, so that's probably fairly accurate. Ryder Donovan. In San Diego now for the Ducks.
Okay. They do not want to give him up no matter what, so... Okay.
Or you could try Jack Bedini, 2 stars, a couple of years older.
I'm just trying to look through here. Nope, they will not make that move. Okay. Let's just see what they are. Okay, just hypothetically. Okay.
Gardner's contract shouldn't really be weighing down his value too much. It's not that bad of a deal.
Kind of saying it. 2 week. Apparently they just don't want him. Okay, so a 5th round pick even thrown in won't do it. Let's look here. Left Calgary needs a left defenseman.
Doesn't look too promising for players. You may need to get a pick for them.
1st rounder, and they say our offer is far too weak.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
How about a 2nd? No, it's still not going to work. 3rd? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Let's see.
Well, Calgary's prospect pool is just terrible. It's almost, they've got maybe a half dozen guys better than 3-star potential.
Trying to see if they get anybody on the trade block. Roland McNown.
Yeah, 26, but he's still a full star short of his potential. That's not going to happen.
Okay, probably get him for send him a 4th. A 4th rounder says very likely. Do we want the 4th rounder?
Gardner for a 4th rounder. That's.
Yeah.
Let me hang on. We've got somebody on the in Moncton that we can
Try and sweeten
move
it.
up to get some playing time. No, just a guy we can call. Yeah,
We don't need any
stars
at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, we should. If somebody gets hurt, we're gonna need one. And it may be good to call somebody up now and then just take the fatigue hit in case an injury happens. But yeah, I think maybe do that and then call up Cal Foot.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get asking them if they want the rights to our. We're gonna have no picks in. All right, see if this works. Okay, they will do this. So Jake Gardner, the rights to Danny Izyav, who's the Russian goalie we have, and the Winnipeg Jets 4th round pick for their 2nd.
No, okay, yeah, that works.
So they get a goaltending prospect, and we move way up in the draft. And now we only have picks in the first 3 rounds.
Well, quality pick. I was looking at the draft too. There's a fair amount of depth this year, so.
All right. You want to call up Cal Foot?
Bottom of the 1st round. Yeah, fill that spot in the roster, and maybe he'll finally get going, and hopefully his brother will too.
Well, he's more, yeah.
And they do have they put good chemistry together, so it's a little bit of a bonus.
Well, he's not in the lineup anyways because we have 6 defensemen playing anyways. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I think that's pretty much it unless we want to try and move Jeff Skinner.
I don't think we're going to get anything for him. I mean, big contract. It's about to expire. You can try.
Challenge accepted.
I think you'll be doing well.
Trade offer. Looking for somebody who needs a winger. Dallas needs a goalie. Oh, that's right. We need that. Nobody apparently needs a goalie. You know, let's. I'm going to try this. I'm just going to try to send him back to Winnipeg.
Winnipeg's not going to want him there dead last in the division right now. They're not going to make the playoffs. Maybe try like Toronto or San Jose. Somebody that's actually contending.
All right, fine. I'll try this. Of course, we also might get fired too. This is a very, very realistic possibility.
Yeah. That would be bad if we
Our offer
do all
is
this and
2
then
week.
get fired next week.
Let's see. All right. Oh, come on. Let's go to next year's draft and throw in a...
I can get a 4th rounder out of Toronto and the save that I'm looking at.
I offered them back their 6th round pick. All right. If I offer them... Really? I was going to... I offered them Skinner, the rights to Robert Van Gerten, the rights to Stefan Ferenczi, and our 4th rounder next year for their 1st, and it's like, no.
No, I don't think we're going to get a 1st rounder out of that.
All right, let's go for their 2nd then. Okay, we can't get a 2nd. Skinner, Ferenczi, and Robert Van Gerten.
Okay, that works. I don't think either one of those guys was a big priority for us, were they?
No. They were prospects. So we're trading them and dumping... Okay, just... What's our salary cap hit right now? Dumping Skinner is $5 million. Are we going to be okay?
Like, are we going to be under the floor?
Yeah.
I don't think we're anywhere near that. Yeah, we're at 68 right now, so we're still far
All
above
right,
the
so
floor.
we grab another 2nd. I know, this is so exciting, getting all these draft picks. We're like the Ottawa Senators.
And we should probably try to get Josh Manson re-signed.
He's been going downhill, though. I don't know if we want him.
Still, he's a captain. He only wants 3 years, no clauses in it.
Okay,
You
fine.
can drop the, see if you can get him down to 2 years and maybe drop the contract value a little bit. And
I'll just offer
he
him
can
a
be
2
on the
years.
3rd pair for us.
Well, I just offered
It's either
him
him.
I just offered him 2 years, and he seems okay with that.
Yeah, so that'll work. Shouldn't be too far downhill at that point.
Jordan Stahl is another question mark. Okay, before we go any further, I'm just going to take a quick peek over here at free agency. Nobody really worthwhile. For an extra forward, should I grab Devontae Smith-Pelly for a year? Or till the end of the year?
No, I'd bring somebody up.
We might as well let our guys continue.
Develop our own prospect rather than guy that's maybe not going to go. And Stahl actually he's willing to take a pay cut if he gets a 2-year deal.
Coming free agents.
He's telling me $5 million for 2.
He wants $5 million for 3.
You can probably get him to 2 because that's what he's asking in mine.
He wants 3, but he's dropped his price more to 4.95. Just try and bump up next year's salary a bit. I'll give him 5.4, 5.2. He still wants that 3rd year.
See if you can get him down to about 4.6 then, maybe.
I'm actually just going to offer him 5.5 for 2 years. 5.5 a year for 2 years. And he's down to 4.87 now. Oops.
See, that's almost close enough that I'd do it. He's going to be on your 3rd line at the end of that, but we've got the cap space. And you can always move him.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to have him for 3 years at 4.73. And, all right. Just taking a quick look at front office, upcoming free agents.
Oh yeah, we got anybody we need to sign?
I'm just looking to see if there's anybody who's going to be of interest to us.
Remember to have a look at your own staff and renew the ones that need renewing.
What are you talking about? My own staff.
Scouts, assistants.
Well, doesn't that just tells me in June? I don't need to worry about that right now, do I?
Oh yeah, you'll get a...
Philip Forsberg is coming up as a free agent.
If he makes it there.
Well, should we try and trade for him?
Are they gonna...
Let's just see what they want.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
I will offer them a Boston second round pick. No. I'm shocked. Let's throw the rights into Marek Lupor. And Nashville GM says they can't do it because they'll go below the salary cap floor. All right, fair enough. Let's leave this alone and let's... Actually, what we need to do now is dress... Well, Adam Lauer's going to be back, hopefully, for our next game, so we'll hit continue. In historical mode, how are budgets and money available for free agents extensions increased without editing the game? Kudu asks in the chat.
I'm not sure what you mean, Gudu. What do you mean? Like, how do you increase them manually, or how does the salary value get large? Like, how do the dollar amounts get larger over time? Is that what you're asking?
I think that's what he's asking.
Okay. No, he's asking.
Oh, is it simple at keeping?
Yeah, basically just keep doing well, and the owner will tend to move your budget up.
On that, we're going to call somebody else up now. So I guess we're going to call up your favorite. Okay, we can call up Max Jones, who has 36 points in 57 games. We can call up Valttinen Newsenbaumer, who's got 38 points in 51 games, or call up Jason Robertson, 36 points in 45 games.
Robertson and Jones seem to be doing the best.
That's pretty much a split, man. 38, 36, 36. Newsenbaumer actually has the most amount of points, if you want to be that specific.
Jones is a little older. Let's maybe go with him and see if we can get a little, like, mid to late development out of him.
All right.
He's probably a little closer to getting that 2.5 stars.
So we have called him up. And a bunch of other deals. Manson signed, Stahl signed. Anything of important?
And we've still cleared enough cap space so we can
What is this?
look for a free agent.
Oh, the Lightning have brought back Yanni Gord and sent him down to the minors. He was
A lot of trades.
St. Louis, nothing big. Oliver Borkstrand's on the move. Owen Lindmark writes. Sebastian Aho.
Which one?
Bakersfield. Defenseman. I'm going to guess that's the Islanders one because he's only 2 stars. Ryan Kessler goes to Columbus, although he's actually playing with Milwaukee apparently.
Oh, yeah, 37, still going.
He's kicking.
Well, it looks like he was traded to St. Louis at the end of this year. Or, no, in October.
Okay, so we got everybody called up. And now we got to redo our lines.
Yep, and then see what happens the rest of this season. And watch us turn around and make the playoffs after all that.
All right, we're going to go with a rookie first line. Krnovic, Rocher, and Kravskov as our first line. Foot, Stahl, and Nylander. I'm going to switch.
Good. Maybe Foot will finally get going.
Going to switch some of these guys up a bit and go Armia, Lowry, Kopp on third line, Spacek, Appleton, Bailey on fourth.
Yeah, decent checking line on the third line, and the fourth line is whatever's left.
I'm going to even out the ice times and let special teams kind of decide it. Oops. And then we got Lindholm, Brody, Lindell, Manson, Murray, Ghost Bear. All right, I don't mind that. Holtby and McDonald. Let's play a game. Sim it out, and we win 4-3 over Oscar Donsk. And Nolan Foote has 1 goal, 1 assist for first star. Jeff.
In his first NHL game, not too bad.
Nolan Foote, 1 goal, 1 assist. Wait, no, Foote's played before, has he not? Or did we call him up last year?
His brother played, I think, 1 game last year, but he hasn't yet. He's had kind of a couple of weak AHL years.
Oh, that shows Hampus Lindholm, not Nolan Foote. All right.
Yeah, that's a goal scorer you're clicking on.
Okay, take it back. All right, 1 goal, 1 assist, 16:51 ice time. Perfect. All right, apparently all our trades did everything we needed it to. 1 win. Yeah, and if you remember back to our last stream, our owner told us he was happy but very unhappy about how things are going. So, Eunice Donskoy is on waivers. Max Jones wants 49. He can have it because nobody else would ever want that number. Adam Lowry's back. It's great. Overall, Jeff, since we haven't really talked since the NHL draft, how do you feel the Canucks did?
Reasonably happy. Coulson should be, assuming he can get him over in a reasonable amount of time, should be a pretty decent player.
AJ says,
got no complaints. I was kind of leaning towards Newhook or Krebs, but it's good enough.
Yeah,
what'd you say?
Krebs dropped there a lot more than I thought he would. AJ just says he saw the new Canucks logo. I think he's talking about the old one, but I don't think we changed it, did we?
The old one in the game or the?
Well, I'm assuming he means the skates. Pods Coulson potential in this game for FHM 6. I am at a 4.5.
Yeah, I can actually take a look at this and how they're doing in this game. See how they're working out. Coulson in this one is in Dallas, second year. Looks like he's playing on the third line. So.
Actually, I was curious. I went back to look to see how many of our draft picks actually got moving. All right. See some guys. Oh, good. William Eklund has gone up to 2 stars. So he's going to be a player for us in the future. 2-star talent, 3-star potential, but he's got 95 points in 53 QMJHL games. So he looks.
What about you in the draft? You okay with Heinola? Smallish two-way defenseman?
Everything I heard him described of, all I keep thinking is he sounds like another Josh Morrissey, and how's that a bad thing?
Yeah. I don't know if he'll ever score quite as much as Morrissey did, but I kind of got the impression that as the round was going, particularly as the first round was going by, you kind of got the feeling this might wind up being a fairly weak draft. Just the way a lot of guys were dropping. A lot of teams were going for reaches, particularly the back half of the round. I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, Tuke in the chat says that was a steep price to pay for JT Miller. I'm gonna have to agree with him there.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens there. I'm just more annoyed with the Luongo cap hit thing than anything.
Apparently, I saw Florida was telling them they wanted him to retire if he wasn't going to play. Because it was better for them.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't hurt Florida.
So I got a laugh out of that. Well, Canucks signed him to the deal, man.
Yeah, but they didn't add that rule until after the contract was signed, so...
Hutton takes a tumble down the stairs, dislocated his shoulder. He's been injured and his morale has declined. Oh, that cracks me up. Board confidence update. Kevin Fontaine thinks the season has proceeded promisingly so far, and you should continue your good work. The performance this last few weeks has confirmed his impression with your record being 6-4-2. Despite the good performance of the team in general, Kevin Fontaine is concerned about your work as general manager of the Nordiques. You need to continue to sustain the good work of this season.
What's owner confidence at now? Is it still in yellow at least?
Yeah, I'd say it's about 55 to 60%.
Chat question from AJ. Is there a way we can put cap penalties manually into FHM5? No, not right now. I have to do that. It's something I have to actually edit into the startup files. So there's no way to manually edit that. What you could, if you wanted to sort of approximate it, just add that amount of salary to somebody that's not going to, like some borderline AHL guy. So you're still getting the cap penalty.
Dude says on the bright
and they
side,
can't get rid of it easily.
For the Canucks, is the cap recapture might stop them from overpaying Tyler Myers.
And everybody's down on Myers, but you never know. He comes back to BC. Maybe he'll get going again.
Listen, I like Myers. Do not like him for that price. And just because we're going to throw Mason McDonald into what might be one of his first NHL games.
That would be probably his first one, period.
And he loses, but he gets a little hot. Gives up 5 goals. We only score 4. Cernovic's actually kind of thriving playing on the first line. Had a hat trick.
Well, maybe make a little bit of a late run for Rookie of the Year.
Let's just see. Now, Jeff, for those people who didn't turn in last week or haven't checked out our YouTube stream of it, what was the thing we saw for the first time ever last week? Do you remember?
Drawing a blank. What was it?
The lowest defensive game rating of all time.
All right. Yeah. What was it? A 3, I think? 2?
Something like that. But, I got thinking about that. I think we actually had one game, and I would have to go back and look, and I don't even remember when it was. It might have been an FHM 3 where we had a guy who I think was actually like a -1. Because I remember...
No, you can't go. No, it was... You can't go below 1?
No, I think something happened, and it was like... It was actually like... It showed up as -1.
Oh, yeah. It would have been a bug then. It would
2. There you go. I agree with Adam. I think I like Myers, but rumored contract is too much.
Just looking up Prankovic in the rookie scoring stats. He's 3rd overall, or at least was when he started this. He may be up to 2nd now, but Dylan Guenther in Edmonton is running away with the rookie lead. He's nearly a point per game.
Oh, good for him.
And Kravtsov was 6th overall.
What about our other rookie?
Rochette was 18th.
Ooh. And we lose again. Wow, Holtby, come on, man.
Well, shouldn't we be trying to tank for the draft pick now?
Yeah, we go too much and we're out. And Ghost Bear is hurt for 3 weeks, so fantastic. I guess that means Cal Foot is coming in.
Yep, he gets his chance. Good thing we called him up.
No, don't put the wrong foot in. I found it kind of funny. We got both the Foots, and Tampa Bay drafted both Foots now. I updated all the 217 picks into my quick save, AJ says.
Ouch. That would take a while.
Yeah, good. Good for you. There's some people who've been asking.
Yeah, it's our just the internal database work stuff. Next week will be the big one where we switch it over to next year's version. So I'm going to be doing that all Canada Day weekend.
How are
Lots of fun.
Savoy and Wright producing currently? AJ asks. Jeff, I'm going to leave that to you because Jeff and I share our saves back and forth so we can kind of keep track of what's going on.
Yep. Let me see there. The first two in picks in the draft, I think Savoy 65 points in 50 games for Kelowna and WHL, and Wright 101 points in 53 games for Sault Ste. Marie.
Mason
But
McDonald.
it looks like Savoy is a full star ahead of Wright on ability already.
All right, we pick up another win. McDonald gets his first shutout. Yeah, I went back to look to see who we drafted in this game to see if they got drafted. And I think we got like 6 out of the 7.
Not bad.
Or 5 out of the 7. I can't remember exactly. But it was more than I thought. I'm like, okay, well, that's not bad. But our first round looks significantly different than what the actual first round was. Like Capo Caco went 7th.
Well, this game was from the data at the start of the year, wasn't it?
Absolutely it was.
So yeah, it's all the updating I would have done through the season won't be in it. If you start the game now and your 2019 draft would probably look a lot more accurate.
Yeah, AJ, you're wrong there. Savoy has agreed to come play for Winnipeg. So he will be in the WHL.
Yeah, you're going to get him in Winnipeg. I have to go check those games out.
Yeah, actually, there's been some kind of like people who it was weird when they released the NHL schedule because Winnipeg only has 3 home games on a Saturday this year.
Wow.
Which is just crazy. But as it's working out, the Ice are playing 15 or 12 or 15 Saturdays. So.
No, not bad. I mean, if you
out.
What's their pricing like?
Basically they're doing most season ticket stuff, and they've said it's like $40 a month.
Oh wow, that's nice. Now you got a big arena to fill though too.
No, it's not a big arena. Like I said, they're playing out of the Max Bell Center, which is where the University of Manitoba plays. And they spent a bunch of money redoing it. They put in a new scoreboard, redid all the boards, put in some new seating. And have kind of.
But they're not going to go downtown at all, even for some games?
Nope. They're playing everything out of the Max Bell as they continue to build their new arena, which will hold about 5,000, I think.
I don't know, it's a little weird. The Hitmen do fine in Calgary playing out of the Saddle Dome.
Well, the Jets aren't involved with the team, though, so that's part of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, still though, I mean.
And McDonald wins again. Shall we just run with McDonald, see what happens?
Yeah. See if we can get another star.
No.
What happened?
Theo Rocher is injured. Badly? No, just a little bit. What's wrong? Severe calf laceration for 2 to 3 months, but he's game available.
Ouch.
Well, we're not going to take him out. He's just going to play through it. And Cal Foot has forearm stiffness. He's day-to-day. Yeah, no. Savoy has officially uncommitted to University of Denver and signed a standard WHL player contract with the Winnipeg Ice. I'm not sure about his brother, though. I haven't heard anything, but I haven't been paying too much attention on it. Because the Winnipeg Ice also got his rights.
You think they both go, though?
Yeah, so I don't know. It was just the import draft today.
Yeah, the goalie the Canucks took in the later rounds wound up going to, I think it was, I can't remember which OHL team it was, 11th overall.
Game versus the Rangers. 2 games under 500. And all right, let's go. Let Holtby go. Holtby loses. Holtby, what are you doing? We get shut out. Philip Grubauer is actually playing for the Rangers now, apparently. He beat us in bon chance.
Man, red hot too. We did put 41 shots on him. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but we're not scoring. Actually, I drove by the Winnipeg Ice, their practice facility, where they have everything, so looks pretty nice.
You gonna wind up going into town to catch a few of the games this year, then?
Oh, I probably will, depending on ticket availability.
Yeah. When I was living in Calgary, it was always a nice alternative to be able to do that. Go see the Hitmen for, $20 or whatever it was to get in, and rather than having to drop 100 plus to go to an NHL game.
Who got hurt now? And, oh man, foot's hurt. So now we gotta call up defenseman. Who's gonna play on only 90%. He's got migraines these day to day. Ugh. So that means we're calling up.
We're getting a little thin
our
in Moncton,
defense is
aren't we?
very thin right now.
Need to sign up.
We're gonna have to sign somebody off waivers. Is what we're gonna have to do, or sign somebody in free agency. Because
You could bring up Calkin, and he's only 1 star, but he does have 3.5 star potential, so maybe that'll get him going. He lost that year last year when he tore his ACL right at the start of the WHL year.
I just signed Nicholas Bernstrom to come play for us. Pick the guy up off the free agency pile. Do we want to call up the 1-star guy?
Yeah, see if we can get him back on track development-wise.
Okay, we're gonna move Ghost Bear to the injured list. Who am I calling up? Sorry, it was Kokinen?
Yeah.
Do we want to play him or just leave him?
Don't we need to play him? We got 2 guys out.
Well, I said I just signed Bergstrom off.
Oh, you were going to use him. I'd play the prospect rather than the guy that's...
We just signed?
Yeah.
Fine.
He's 31 years
Oh,
old.
you know what? He's at 66%. We're not going to do that.
Oh, yeah. Calkinen's... Yeah. Let him recover.
So we are going to play Bergstrom the first game. It was an easy decision to sign if you were going to sign me. Throw McDonald in net. He's a 2-star defenseman who's better than everyone we got. And McDonald wins again. 6-3.
Huh. How are we standings-wise right now?
We'll take a peek in a minute.
We're slowly creeping back towards 500.
32 and 10. Well, we've been hovering kind of at this.
Kind of depends on what Buffalo and
Savoy
Detroit
doesn't
do if one
play
of them
in the
collapses.
WHL this year. He'll get a few games at the end of the year, but he will not be in the... He did not get exceptional status, which is why he signed with University of Denver.
Yeah, he'll get his 5 games, and then whatever they can, however many they want in the playoffs.
Yeah. So, assuming they make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, Kokinen. All right, let's put him in now. Although it says Foot's making progress.
Tuke FHM6 is coming along pretty well. Busy right now working on a big database project that I can't talk about right now. But I think we'll have some news on what exactly we're going to do, what exactly is coming fairly soon, because we'd like to get that out a little earlier than we did last year.
There's also
Get
something...
the news out earlier. The release time of the game will still be approximately the same time.
I don't know where Savoy is going to play.
His brother was in the AJHL last year.
Yeah, the Ice have actually signed an agreement to have the Winnipeg Blues be their affiliate, I guess, in the MJHL.
That I don't think would be a good idea.
Well, he'd grow up quick to learn how to play WHL games in the MJHL. But yeah, so I'm not really sure where he'll end up.
I'm not sure the MJHL competition level is going to do much for him for spending all year.
You keep saying that, but the MJHL's been pretty good and has actually produced some winners here. They beat the SJHL and consistently have been...
You beat Saskatchewan. Congratulations.
Hey. And they have been competing in, I don't remember what the cup is. RBC, is that it?
Yeah, the RBC Cup.
And playing for top of that. I mean, so let's give him a little bit of credit here. Holtby finally wins a game in overtime.
There we go.
Where would I suggest putting him? And we just lost Kernovic. He's gone for 3 months. So there goes our Rookie of the Year candidate.
He's playing midget. He played at Edge Academy last year, I think it was. So if he's happy there, I would just leave him there. It's a good program.
Kernovic.
What happened?
He's gone 3 months.
So much for the chance at Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, thanks for paying attention there, Jeff.
So
2 to 3 months with a fractured tibia.
Guess Max Jones gets his chance then.
Ghost Bear's getting close.
Did we have him up already?
We had him up, but he hasn't been playing. Nick Ritchie is 1 to 2 weeks away, which brings us back a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we had... He's been gone for a long time.
Let's see what I do here. Okay, we got... Roche got bumped all the way down to third line. No. Okay. It moved Nolan Foote up. Spot check up to the second line. Play with Nylander. Or do we put Max Jones up to the second line and just let him go?
Let's try Jones up there. And maybe bump spot check down to the third and Armia to the fourth.
No, I want to keep Armia, Lowry, and Kopp together.
Okay.
They've been doing good things. Just look at Max Jones' tactics. Click the wrong button, of course. Okay, I guess he is best at being that then. Power forward. All right. Cal Foote is back. Let's take a look at Cal Foote. He is only at 80%, so we're going to leave him out for the game. And let Kokkonen play another game versus Philadelphia. Leave Holtby in net, see what happens, and we lose, of course. We only put up 15 shots against Carter Hart. Sorry, 16 shots. Youch. Alright, with that, Kokinen comes out. And we place him with Foot. Max Jones converts to left winger. Apparently the Ice found a loophole to allow him to play more games. Question mark, AJ says.
Nope, he would have needed the exceptional status for that. I haven't heard anything about that.
Neither have I, so please explain more. I put a claim in on that.
Unless, I mean, well, there's the injury thing if Winnipeg runs into injuries, but that would look kind of sketchy if they conveniently had some long-term injury that opened up a spot to put him into.
I put a waiver claim on Logan Stanley because we need some more defensive prospects, apparently. Maybe we shouldn't have traded away all those guys.
We got...
But we didn't get him. He went to St. Louis.
We got 2 or 3 junior guys that we haven't signed yet that we should probably bring over.
We traded them away. I told you.
We don't have the Slovak guy still?
No,
the Czech guy?
We traded a couple of them away.
And the kid who's in
All we have
Saskatoon.
is we have that guy. And Marek Lupar is the only 2 guys we don't
Yeah,
have.
that's what I meant.
Yeah. And Aiden de la whatever.
Yeah. So he needs a deal this year?
He hasn't really improved very much, but I guess he's still going to play anyways.
Yeah, it's depth. And do you need to get him under on a contract before the end of this, before July 1st, because he's running out?
Oh, come on!
What now?
Max Jones has reportedly sprained his AC joint and is gone for 5 weeks.
Time for a new trainer, maybe.
All right, I guess we are calling up Newsom-Balmer.
Or Robertson.
42 points, 49 points.
Oh, by the way, it's kind of thundering here. My power just flickered, so I may wind up dropping off if the power goes out here.
All right, we're bringing up Robertson because you apparently hate Newsom-Balmer. All right, Max Jones.
No, he's just a winger, and that's what we need to replace.
Well, the other guy plays left wing and center, and oh, guess what?
Although we were kind of low in centers, so either one works, really.
Gonna assign him jersey number 88. Nobody in Quebec would have hard feelings about jersey number 88, right?
No, not at all.
I'm trying to find the source, but I'm hearing he could play more outside the injury rule. Well, I didn't read that, but I'm not saying you're not correct. And AJ says, how about Hughes wearing number 86, though? Such a weird number. Every number's weird when you think about it. Like, it's just 86. Like, why did Mario Lemieux wear 66? Why did Gretzky wear 99? I mean, I know the answer to that one, but... Changing of the guard in... Oh, hey, look, there's a guy whose name has just... We've seen this weekend a bunch. Arthur Kaliev. Had 4 goals in his game. 75 points in 75 games.
Working out pretty good in this one?
Yeah.
Buffalo?
Yep.
Yeah, well.
But I mean, guys pick different numbers for whatever reason. The best number somebody's ever picked, I think, is probably 68 for Yager, because he did it for a good reason.
Or Steve Hines wearing 57.
Jeff, I'm too young. I don't know that reference. Oh, wait, is he gone? No, he's still there. Jeff,
Yeah, I'm still there.
What does 57 mean for Heinz?
Heinz 57 sauce.
Oh, is that what it... Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was reference to that.
How is that as good as remembering the uprising against the Soviets?
Because it's a pun, sort of.
And McDonald wins again.
3
games.
Guy wasn't doing anything at all in the AHL, and same with Foot, really.
Ghost Bear is ready to come back. So that means we're going to send Kokinen back down.
Yeah, 5 more games left.
You have 5 games left? All right, I'm going to replace...
Might as well get those.
Ghost Bear. I'm going to send Foot back down to the minors. Oh, he's got it on waivers. Okay, not. I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
Was surprised Kaliev... Actually, did you read why the rumors of why Kaliev might have dropped? Did you read about this?
No, what happened?
Well, they said there's rumors that a lot of teams were debating how old he actually was, and there was several believe he's actually 20-something, or 21.
He played in the States. How is he going to get away with that?
Because they said he's got a brother who they think the real Arthur Kaliev is actually 16, and this is his older brother who's actually 20.
Come on.
And they said a lot of teams they said this is one of the reasons why he dropped was they don't really know enough about him, and they're actually it's really debatable of who this guy actually is. It's crazy.
No, I mean, he came to the States. They check that stuff out when you're immigrating. No, I'm not going to buy that for a second.
I don't know. The question you need to ask yourself is...
It sounds like the kind of rumor you would start if you wanted Kaliev to drop and get down to you if you were somebody near the bottom of the first round.
Yeah, but I mean, he went through the entire first round.
Yeah.
Bernstrom drops to 1.5 stars, which doesn't Holtby, and Holtby drops down to 4 stars.
No, Holtby was 4 stars?
Well, he's still dropped points.
Yeah. But still, he'll be good for a good long while. Rochette, nice improvement there.
Yeah.
And McDonald gets, must be getting close to 2.5.
Eklund's got 107 points now in 61 games. Dude's going to play for us next year, probably. Rocher moves up again. All right, we got some guys coming. It's the only way to say it. It's not dumb if teams actually believe it, because these guys, they look into this stuff. And I'm not saying it's true, but I mean, if it creates enough doubt in the scouting department.
No, I think that was more just a product of some teams reaching, and then that bumped some better guys like Krebs and Foot down lower than they normally would be, and it was just sort of a chain reaction that pushed them down. Suzuki.
Well, I mean, Detroit goes off the board with their first pick. Although they said one scout had the guy as 5.
Oh, yeah, right, the German guy, Sutter. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens there. I don't know if I'd want to put a...
Jeff, we are now in trouble. We are now very much in trouble. It looks like we are now sitting at about a 45% job security rate.
If we can just get to the end of the season without too much of a disaster.
5 games left.
Safe. But I wouldn't bet too much on your life expectancy next year if you have a slow start.
Not looking good, Jeff. Not looking good at all. I mean, the fact that we traded away just about everybody and we're still hovering around 500.
No, we're slightly farther than 500 than we were, but still.
3 games, Jeff. 3 games.
And we were 1 game under it before.
Yeah, but so we dropped 2 games. Oh, McDonald loses. 3-2. Ben Bishop is now playing for Washington.
Now I need somebody to replace Holtby.
Losing Kernovic has really hurt us. Ooh, Columbus Gillies takes 5 months to recover from
Nice. I
fractured
didn't
legs.
realize Kane had done that. Tucci saying in chat,
I read it.
yeah, Kane's the first player since Tiger Williams to lead the league in penalty minutes and score 30 goals.
Marco Arcabello is on waivers. Not worth a pickup. Game versus Islanders. All right, Holtby. Let's see if he can do something for us. And no, he loses, but he gets a little bit hot. 5-3 loss. We are going to get fired.
Improving the draft pick right now, really.
We are going to get fired.
You would like to get a win somewhere in here, though, just to make sure you don't get fired.
Game versus Florida. An injured player is dressed. Who got injured now? Oh, good. Appleton gets injured. Day to day with nausea. Well, he thinks the team's so bad he's getting nauseated.
Nice. And can somebody, or we're going to have to call somebody up for him?
Newson Bomber's finally coming.
Yep. Do we have room?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So he finally gets to play. At least we're getting playing time for the young guys, although would rather not be because...
And we lose again.
Only injuries.
How'd Newson Bomber do? 47 defensive game rating in 11 minutes. Not great.
Not really.
Well, the good news is 2 games left. Nope. Yeah, 2 games left. And, okay, Winnipeg fires Paul Maurice and hires Mike Keane to coach them. 2 games left in the season, and you're out, Paul Maurice.
Not to be confused with Mike Keenan.
Nope. And Mason McDonald picks up a win. 4-0 win. We shut out Colorado, which is pretty good considering they're at 106 points.
Yeah, kind of take that game off, eh? All right.
Kraskov gets up to 20 goals scored. And Nick Ritchie is ready to come back.
With 1 game left in the year.
Yep. Which means I guess we'll put Appleton onto the injured list to try and kind of hide guys for the moment.
Yeah, it's just for the 1 game, really.
The Islanders had 11 wins, 60-plus losses in 1 season, and fired Trost to replace him with Marty Riesener.
No, I haven't seen that good. Was that worth watching?
It's had a limited theatrical run. And is P-Wog in the chat? Because here's our game versus the Wings. Since it's the end of the year and we're still just kind of... We're just going to sim through this because there's really nothing to see. And we lose to end the year. 8-3 loss. Ugh. You have been fired.
Where do we line up? Let's have a look at the standings.
I will when I... Philip Zadina has a great game because he has 3 goals, 1 assist. We finished in 12th. We finished roughly 12 points back of Detroit.
Well...
So now we're kind of stuck in the middle of not really sure what to do. We don't have a national job. Actually, what I'm going to do is do this. I'm going to go to my manager options and put on Do Not Disturb mode and take off all my exits.
What are you going to do? Just go up to the draft, or?
Oh, we're just going to let it sim here till next month, and we'll see what kind of go as we can, because there's not a huge amount for us to do. We don't need to see a bunch of messages. Oh, healthy player needs to come back. Thank you, Mason Appleton. Our minor league teams aren't doing it any good anyway, so it's not like we need to worry about reinforcing them. Oh, good. We have too many players on the active line. Okay, we're just going to waive our 1.5 star guy then, apparently, because we have to do that. I don't care that I have unread messages. Ugh. Next month. So excited that next year all 3 CHL leagues will have players that you could argue are going to be franchise and maybe fringe generational talents. Alexis, Savoy, and Wright. I mean, again, Savoy is not necessarily going to be playing in the WHL.
But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Why am I still getting... These are not personal messages. Okay, I guess we can look here. Jack Adams is not us. Ted Lindsay is not us. Mark Messier is not us. Lady Bing is not us.
Calder nominee?
Salky is not us. Executive of the Year is not us. Calder Trophy nominee is not us. Cozens, Wall, and Gunther.
Yeah, that injury probably knocked him out of it.
Norris Trophy is not us. Vesna, not us. And last but not least, Hart Trophy is not us. Not surprised at all. We can see how games are going here as we sim through this. 2020. Oh, wow. These are not personal messages. Who cares if Max Jones has resumed skating? I guess I should turn off more.
Do you have the personal messages turned off? I don't think you do.
I thought I did. Or maybe I left that on because I was scared about something getting... Buffalo to sweep Florida. And they do. Buffalo gets the sweep on Florida. So does Toronto, sweeping Minnesota.
Vancouver's up on Calgary. Three-one now.
No, Austin Matthews got hurt. Darlene got hurt. How long was Matthews out for? 3 months. You know, this isn't typically a regular stream night. And Jeff, I think I kind of have brought this up before, but I don't think you ever actually said it. What's going on in FHM right now that people should be aware of if they're watching this live with us, or even if they're watching it on YouTube, depending on how fast the stream goes?
So you dropped out there. What's going on with what?
Franchise hockey manager right now.
Just doing a lot of work for FHM6 right now.
That is not what I meant, Jeff.
Oh, the Steam sale is on.
There we go. The Steam summer sale is on.
You missed out during the final sale. We are in the middle of the Steam summer sale for the next week and a half. A bit, if you can figure out the incomprehensible Steam game, there's also that.
I don't know what you mean by that.
They've got this, they sometimes have games and stuff you can play during the promotions, during the sales.
Okay.
There's this bizarre car racing one that no one really seems to understand, but you can somehow get free games from your wish list from it.
Huh. Interesting.
Only they explained it in a confusing way, and apparently it's led to a lot of people dumping games out of their wish lists, which a lot of developers aren't happy about.
Fair enough. I'm not going to lie, I haven't really looked around at Steam games very much, although I will say I'm very tempted to buy Garfield Kart for $1.49.
Yeah, be sure to report back on how that is.
Question for FHM6. I have logo PNG folders with logos and player renders. Were those same ones working FHM6? Yes.
Yep. Won't be any changes to the format there. There will be some interesting things coming for some of the graphics, but probably shouldn't go into detail about that now. But yeah, your old ones will work just fine.
We are going to nominate Dave Babbage. You know exactly why, because nobody else on there is worthwhile anyways. But
exactly. Jets and Canucks legends, one of the few guys we can agree on.
Okay. Take off personal messages. Let's play this until next month. And we're probably going to go a little bit long here because for the simple fact is there's not much for us to do at the moment. And it's kind of hard to stream this otherwise.
Yeah, we can at least get the playoffs done and then start with the draft.
Well, I'm more nervous to find out if we get next week or not.
It would have happened already.
No, there's still the June firings.
All right, that's after the playoffs end.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
Is that after the draft though? That's what I was trying to remember.
No. It's as soon as the playoffs end.
Ready to return. Oh, that's so good. Maybe I should just move both these guys to the active roster. Send Kurnovic back down to the WHL. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Down to the AHL.
Saskatoon's still playing at this point. They'd probably appreciate it.
He's still hurt, though. He's not good for another few months.
All right, yeah. He's... Don't want to send him down and get him mangled or something. So they tried playing him with his... whatever it was wrong with him.
Tampa Bay, New Jersey versus Vancouver versus Toronto. That's like the worst. Is that the consensus top 3 program in FHM AJS for Savoy, Wright, and Lambert?
Savoy and Wright are, I can't remember where I've got Lambert right now.
Again, we update our stuff throughout the year. So
I think, yeah, I remember, I can't remember the last time I looked at Lambert's. I know Miroshnichenko is...
Vancouver. I guess we forgot to...
22s.
This will be a new Stanley Cup champion after Colorado's been knocked out. Just please, come on, Vancouver, do something good for once.
Well, at least they were down 2-0 at one point.
So you have Tampa Bay versus Toronto in the final. And Toronto takes game 1, 3-2. Takes game 2, 2-0, 3-1. Game 3 coming up. And they take a 3-2 lead. So it's Toronto's up 3-0.
I guess that's it.
When we added Quebec, we moved Toronto to the back to the Central Division.
Yeah, so they're on the other side now.
So they're in the West. That happened. I said Winnipeg and Toronto used to be in the same division. And Minnesota and was Detroit and Chicago in that one too? I can't even remember. It was a weird.
Chicago is Detroit, isn't?
No.
Speaking of
back
which,
then.
Oh, back. Yeah, they were. Might be one way to help our job security next year. Expand the league again, so there's a couple of more teams to beat up on.
Well, I could consider it. Man, Santeri Virtanen, just solid guy. 76 points in 75 games in the AHL.
Yeah, pretty good season for him.
That's 2 seasons.
Although he's still only 2-star potential, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? He's doing everything we want him to. For being a guy drafted by the Jets and then not signed, he's been more than...
Yeah. Just a question of whether or not he could do it in the NHL when it's still only 1.5 stars.
Well, if he gets to 2 stars, he might easily be a 4th-round guy. Okay, we're going to put our options back. We want to take off Do Not Disturb. A player is injured, coming off DL. Player on waivers, and a personal message. Oh, all that too. All of those. We should also probably look at some point to see if there's any other free agents we want to, or unsigned guys we want to sign.
Yeah, we can clean that up before the draft.
That'll be our next stream.
Yep, just hoping right now that we don't have to look at champion Toronto Maple Leafs for another season.
It's literally hanging right there. We're waiting to see it.
Yeah.
And
slowly saving. What are you doing? Saving it to a tape drive?
Hall of Fame vote. And all right, we're going to submit up to 4 people. Theo Fleury, Gary Suter, Dave Babich, and Patrick Elias.
And you ignore the Sedins again.
I told you they shouldn't be on here yet, Jeff. You were looking in to fix that because that happened.
Doesn't mean you can't vote for him.
And Tampa Bay picks up the Game 4 win.
Not over yet.
They're still down 3-1, Jeff.
It would be funny to see him come back from a 3-0 advantage.
Well, Tampa Bay gets another win, 3-2.
There we go. Come on, Lightning.
Cernovic's ready to come back, or ready for full contact. And just because you had to say that, Jeff, they lose.
Ah, man.
Look at what you have cursed on us.
In overtime, too.
Not us at all. Ouch. know what happened. We're still not fired yet. So I'm just going to start doing the outro as we kind of wrap this up here.
Yep,
So,
advance it a little bit, and if we suddenly get fired, we'll see.
Thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager 5 stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are... Oh, no, I said that already. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we are at Franchise Hockey. You can also reach out to us on our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. And you can talk about FHM, out-of-park baseball, perfect team, or anything else you want to talk about. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think we pretty much covered it. If you haven't picked up the game yet, it's going to be on Steam on sale for the next week and a half or so. It's part of the summer sale, so you may want to have a look at that. And Out of the Park Baseball is as well, so good time to pick up the games.
Sounds good. And I have a bunch of guys to sign, which I'll do off stream.
Yeah, and then we can get the draft the next time we do this.
Yes. All right, sounds good. So thank you very much, and we will see you all again next week.